It's your boy, Mr. Wrong Cowboys Fan Talk.
I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcasting.
Fam, it's your boy Jay Tuck, and you're now tuned into the Cowboys Fans Only channel.
What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, a.k.a. Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the Podcast.
Bro, come on, Cowboys. Don't be stupid, bro. Let's go.
And it's tipped up, intercepted by Jalen Mills. Jalen Mills with the interception.
Philly, what's up with y'all?
The Eagles can oh my God.
What's up, Cowboys Nation? This is Osa. I can't wait for the season to get started, get playing with you guys, get on the field, and represent the star. You guys be sure to go check out Jay Tuck and subscribe to the Cowboys Fans Only and keep doing your thing, bro.
Doing Cowboys Nation, it's Kelvin Joseph. I can't wait for the season to get started. Be sure you check out Jay Tuck, subscribe to his channel. Keep shining, the sky's the limit. You know the vibe. Stop playing.
Cowboys Nation, it's your boy Jay Tuck. Eagles fans down. Real Cowboys fans stand up. You're now tuned into the Cowboys Fans Only channel, top of the morning with Tuck, man. So if you're new, do your boy a favor, comment, like, subscribe, somewhere down there, somewhere down there, somewhere down there. So as you see, just got in my 3-mile workout, man. I'm about to take a quick break, and then I turn back up and hit the weights, man. Normally I try to do 2-a-day workouts, but it really doesn't fit my schedule anymore because in the evenings, I'm creating content for y'all, man. So it's really hard to get in my second workout after work. So I just started knocking them both out in the morning, man. It's a lot easier that way. So that way for the rest of the day, I don't have to worry about it. But I want to chime in on a few topics this morning. So Randy Gregory, if you haven't seen it, Randy Gregory had a camp interview, man. And, he spoke about a lot of things I definitely want to dive into. And the first thing I want to say is a quote that's resonated with me. I've seen it frequently. I'm not sure if you heard it, but you can't pour from an empty cup. And what that really means is self-love, right? You can't give to others, right, if you're empty, right? If you're empty on the inside. And that's why, I do get up and work out earlier because, I got people upstairs dependent on me, man. So I got to make sure that I'm happy with myself internally, mentally, all the things that I spoke about yesterday in order to take care and be able to give to them as a husband and also a father, man. And the same thing applies to athletes. We take a lot of athletes for granted, like, oh, you got the money, you got the fame. But sometimes athletes are just, they're empty inside. And Randy Gregory actually spoke about that. Sometimes, he wasn't happy with himself. He can tell you 20 things that was wrong with him. He couldn't tell you nothing right. And you think from his perspective, right? Here you are, Randy Gregory, you were drafted, brought in by the Cowboys in 2015. It's now 2021. And you still haven't seen your full capability. So you had to sit back, get suspended, watch other players come in, get starting positions, get all the fame, the glory, and the lights in Dallas. And sometimes that wears you down. And I don't care who you are, what caliber of athlete you are, because you got to think from the perspective of this. A lot of these guys that are in the NFL or just pro athletes in general, they were the best, whether it's little league, high school, college, so they really never had to deal with that emotionally, knowing that someone might be better than you or someone's getting the reps that you actually deserve. And so that's probably wearing on Randy Gregory. So I was excited to hear Randy Gregory speak on it, how he's handling himself mentally. He's in a better headspace because we all know that he's had, I don't want to say off the field issues, but here it is. He was getting suspended frequently for self-medicating through marijuana or weed. Let's call it what it is. But sometimes that's his escape. That may have been how he copes to handle everything else going around. Some people have different vices. Me, I work out. Some people might smoke. Some people might drink. Some people might do other things, right? And so, unfortunately for Randy Gregory, that was his thing. But now there's a little bit more leniency when it comes to the NFL and these policies. And so I think that Randy Gregory is in a good headspace, hopefully. And, he's throughout the season, and I always say this for players, it's most important to take care of yourself during the season versus also the offseason as well. So make sure that whatever you're doing, whether it's, counseling or whoever you're speaking to, you stay on that once things start to rev up during the season, because that's when things start to really weigh on you. But besides the fact, man, I think he spoke about, he's ready to be a leader on the defense. He's ready to show and prove, because this is going to be like the first full year we'll get Randy Gregory. And another thing that he spoke about also as well, and you're seeing this throughout a lot of Dallas Cowboys players, Cowboys fan, they like Dan Quinn, and you're already seeing the impact of Dan Quinn. And, we even heard about this from like Richard Sherman before Dan Quinn joined us. We heard about this from Keanu O'Neal when he came over from Atlanta. Like, Dan Quinn is a player's coach. And you mentioned, like Randy Gregory mentioned, that he's having fun, right? It's not all about X's and O's. He's enjoying coming to practice. Dan Quinn's a teacher. He's teaching the fundamentals. He's out there. He's hands-on, because we all know when Dan Quinn spoke in his interview that he was a teacher. So teachers like to teach. And, I'm married to one. Like, they're always trying to teach, even when they shouldn't be teaching. And so you're starting to see that resonate with a lot of the players defensively, that you didn't get that last year. 'Cause let's be honest, I kind of know a few players in-house, and they were kind of speaking like, man, this Mike Nolan's swag, bro. Like, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't is what it is. And so, it was really about Mike Nolan. He started off as defensive coordinator. He was up in the booth, man. But I think players respect someone who's out there in the field with them. Think about it in our day jobs, right? If you have a manager that's hands-on with the line, is full, and they're coming out greeting clients and customers and stuff with you, it makes you want to work even harder for that person. So I feel like that's going to be, a tremendous upside to Dan Quinn and this new defensive staff. But I also want to talk about this, right? With Randy Gregory, we know he's coming into a contract year. We know Leighton Vander Esch is coming into a contract year. If they had to choose, who do you think that the Cowboys would keep? Would they keep Randy Gregory over Leighton Vander Esch? If the money didn't work out, because we know how Mr. Krabs Stephen Jones is sometimes. Sometimes the money is not funny, but I said they want to keep everything in house. So if it came down to the decision, do they keep Randy Gregory or do they move on from Leighton Vander Esch? Who would be the odd man out? And I was asked that question yesterday. To be honest with you, I don't know. You have to see how things transcend on the field of play this season. I feel like if Leighton Vander Esch is hurt, then Randy Gregory might get the nod, because Randy Gregory has been suspended. He hasn't really had health issues, right? So, that's something to definitely keep an eye on, but I would definitely welcome both of them back, because I feel like when they're both on the field, they're both dynamic, man. But I know for Randy Gregory's side of things, an edge rusher in the NFL has a high premium, even with the off-the-field issues. We saw what happened with Aldon Smith. Also, PFF came out and they ranked the Dallas Cowboys offensive line number 6, right? Number 6, top 10, the top 10 offensive line, man. So the Great Wall of Dallas, you're starting to see some resemblance of that. And what they really mentioned to in the article was that, granted, at the end of last year, of course, they had Dallas, I think they were ranked like at 20. But with the return of Tyron Smith, even though he's not what he was in the past, at 90%, 80% Tyron Smith is better than a lot of NFL left tackles, still today, right? You also add Lyle Collins, and then you also have Zach Martin, who I think is their second highest rated guard behind Quentin Nelson. So you add that back. Tyler Biadasz, though he's coming into his second year, he had a solid season, got a lot of reps. And you also have Connor McGovern. And they also mentioned, this is something that I spoke about frequently on this channel, is that you have a lot of depth now behind this offensive line based on what happened last year. You saw Connor McGovern get reps. We saw Terrence Steele get reps, even though they were kind of eyesores, right? You also saw, Brandon Knight get reps. So you saw a lot of these players, are kind of these second-tier guys. We also have Tyler Nsekhe coming in. So we Josh Ball coming in. So we have kind of that depth now at the offensive line position, which can definitely help us. So I'm excited about that. I'm sure Dak is excited about that. I'm sure Zeke's excited about that, which Cowboys fans should rejoice if our offensive line can rebuild and become a shell of themselves. And also, the last thing I'm going to chime in, man, is someone also asked me this question the other day in the chat. Do we think that we're going to see a different Dak Prescott? And when I say different, I mean, now that Dak has got his money, right, straight cash, do you think that Dak is going to have full control of the offense, where he might see situations kind of like what Romo had, where he's like, all right, I ain't running this, I'm going to run this, I'm going to call this, I'm going to call that. And I'll just say, I feel like he'll be open to. I feel like Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore will give him the option to change things, but I don't think Dak is going to go full rogue. I just don't see that being, Dak Prescott's nature. I think that he wants to be a team player. He's going to do what's sent down to him. Now, he might make some adjustments based on what he's seen in the field, but I highly doubt that he's going to be like Aaron Rodgers and be like, nah, bro, I'm not running that. I'm going to do my own thing. I got straight cash right now. I'm going to run the plays I want to play on some Willie Beeman stuff. I don't see that being in Dak's nature, man. So I feel like it's going to be more of a collaborative effort when it comes down to Mike McCarthy, Kellen Moore, and Dak Prescott, which we're all excited about to get our quarterback back. Like I said in another video, Mike McCarthy says Dak is moving pretty much, looking like himself. And so that's good news. And we still got July, we got camp. And so they're really not holding him back. They're letting him loose, which I'm definitely excited about, man. So it's your boy, J Tuck. Like I said, comment, like, subscribe to the channel. Also follow me on Twitter at JTuck151. Also tomorrow night, I will be live. Me and my guy, Cowboys Rome Fan Talk, will be diving in versus some of the the Philly content creators, but they're good guys, man. They're good guys, honestly. I really don't mess with some of the other Eagles content creators, but these guys are good guys. I definitely vouch for them. And then also tonight, we're going to have the voice of Cowboys Nation, Law Nation, tuning in. So y'all definitely want to chime into that, man. So I appreciate all your support. I hope everyone has a great Wednesday. Everyone stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and go Cowboys. Peace. Let's get it.